Yo, it's Tonio here. Today we're going to be doing Brazilian seasoned chicken with bacon wrapped asparagus and a Monterey Jack mac and cheese. Let's get started. We're going to rotisserie the chicken and we're going to be using a Brazilian seasoning I have. First you want to pat it dry. Alright, now we're going to be using this Brazilian seasoning I have here, just to season her up. You want to do this a little liberally, just so that you can get a nice skin on her. At this point, it really doesn't matter too much if you make a mess. You just want to make sure that you get the bird covered as much as you can with the seasoning. Always wash your hands when handling chicken. You don't want to get salmonella. I have a George Foreman rotisserie I got at a thrift store for like $5. We'll use right here to stick her on the rotisserie and throw her in. You want to be careful right here because these prongs are sharp. They will go through your hand if you use enough force. A firmer hold on our rotisserie. We're going to truss the chicken, which is fairly simple. You want to get your twine and you want to find the neck bone and your wings. You just want to get a solid hold on it. You go to the back, right above the legs, if you see right here. Right above the legs, you just want to squeeze it on this side too. You'll cross your twine, nice tight. Come back up and get the top of your wings, if you can. Pull this one up a little bit. Top of your wings. Cross it again. And then you want to go to your back and you want to get your legs. You don't want those to fall out, so you'll tie up your legs. And your chicken is trussed. It'll hold your juices in a little bit more and make her nice and juicy and plump. Now we'll throw her up right here on this rotisserie and I'll show you what it looks like when we get her in the Foreman. This is a regular George Foreman Jr. rotisserie. Right over here is your gear, and that's what you're gonna want to match this gear on. So you'll go in, nice and careful, get the slot in, close her off, and then you get it turned off. We throw our chickens in usually about 45 minutes to an hour. We'll keep an eye on it and we'll keep tempering it every 15 to 20 minutes, and once it reaches 165, we'll pull her out and we'll let her rest. Throughout the process, you will season it a little bit too, just because you do lose some of the seasoning in the rotating process. Alright, if you guys want to take a quick look at the chicken, she's done. We just temped her and she was temping right at 166, so we'll pull her out. Very careful. Very, very hot. Sit her down. Chicken on. Now you'll let her rest for a few minutes. We'll turn this baby off. And we'll start the asparagus and the macaroni. Alright, so we're blanching the asparagus now. Blanching is basically just submerging whatever vegetable or whatever you're going to use to cook in salted water and boiling it. We blanched our asparagus already for about a minute and a half. Pull her out.
And you would naturally.
And now, after you blanch something, normally you want to shock it so you stop the cooking process. Bring her over here to our shock bath. And shocking is just a bath of ice cold water. That stops the cooking process. And blanching, what it does is it gives you a little bit of color, vibrant color on your vegetables, and it brings out the flavor of your vegetables. Okay, now we're gonna move on to the macaroni. My homeboy Serge over here, Mojo, already boiled the pasta, and he's on the cheese sauce right now. He's got some heavy cream in there with the Monterey Jack cheese, some starch water from our pasta, and some butter. He's gonna wait until it gets that nice mac and cheese consistency.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna mix it with the pasta. Then I'm gonna put more panko breadcrumbs throw it in the oven for about 10 minutes just to finish it off. Alright, so here we have our Monterey Jack mac and cheese baking in the oven with the panko. We're waiting for those pancos to toast up, and then it's good to go.
Now we're gonna move on to our asparagus. I blanched it and I salted it and peppered them. We're gonna wrap them in bacon. I do about 2 sprigs of asparagus and to 1 slice of bacon. I'll wrap it around the bacon. After you blanch and shock them, you'll just do a nice light salt and pepper. Then you'll grab your bacon. Asparagus. And you grab. And if you want to help it stay together, a toothpick helps a lot. Now you just do them to the rest. We have our toothpicks holding our bacon and our asparagus together. We coated our saute pan in butter and let it brown a little bit so that it can get a nice little nutty flavor. You want to usually always have the fan on. It causes a lot of smoke.
You always want to make sure your pan sounds like that when you put something on it, so it's nice and hot. You actually are cooking. It's not just going to be sitting in the butter or oil, whatever you're using to have the pan ready to go.
Leave it like that. You don't want to overcrowd your pan. You want the heat to distribute evenly among all your items in your pan. So we'll let those finish off. We'll flip them, and then we'll throw in our other one.
Let the cheese sauce bake into the pasta for a while with the panko crumbs. Now I'm going to grab a torch. I'm going to go ahead and I put some more cheese on top. I'm going to go ahead and torch the top just to give it a nice little crispy taste. You're also not looking for a layer of burns. You're just looking for the little tips to get that little taste. But you get all that flavor coming out of that when they're being toasted.
Brazilian seasoned chicken with bacon wrapped asparagus and a Monterey Jack mac and cheese with panko breadcrumbs.
Squeeze brains made believe this shit death make you seem believe. Pulling up in the limousine.